Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. From the gun, Jackson. Able to hit his target, Lamb. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball in the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run it with Jones. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Throwing on 2nd down. Jackson. It's complete to Golden Tate. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that earns him a fresh set of downs. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40. A 4-receiver look here. 3 out to the left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 8. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. Jackson from the shotgun. Able to find Walter. That's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 22-yard line. Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard. 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Here's Jones. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. They'll try to capitalize on play number 11 of this opening drive. 3rd and goal. From the gun, it's Jackson. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It's a gain of 9 yards. And it'll be 4th down. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup, and the decision to go for it pays off. They've got a 1st and goal. Now Jones. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. From the gun, Jackson. Buying time to his left. Now he'll pull it down, and he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Jackson. And it's caught. Touchdown. Ronald Jones, his 11th touchdown on the year. And this offense takes the ball down the field and scores on their opening drive. Quite the drive there to get things started. They took up the bulk of the first quarter, and they end up in the end zone.
And I love your last point. Ended up in the end zone. Because a lot of teams like those long drives, especially to keep their offense off the field, right? Keep the ball away from them. But they finished it with a touchdown. That's the exclamation point. Now flip it over defensively. They've got to slow that down somehow, right? Maybe they need to be a little more aggressive. Maybe a few more pressures towards the quarterback.
Made at the 25-yard line. The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. It's caught on the right side at Smith. And he'll get nothing there. Stopped right at the line as that will wind us down to the end of this first quarter of play.
Jaguars, nothing.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. A run with Lindsey out of the gun. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line.
Wentz looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And that's caught by Smith. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
Complete to Irv Smith Jr. It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, Jaguars.
From midfield, here's Wentz. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there at the moment the ball gets to the receiver. And he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap and a give to Lindsey. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10.
No gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Over the middle to Smith. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. Here's Lindsey. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
No gain on the play.
They'll run. It's Lindsey. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. On 3rd down, here's Lindsey. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
Wentz to throw for it on 4th. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And as a result, possession switches hands.
On down.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. A good balanced attack for that last touchdown drive they had. Now it's time to see if they can do that again.
It really becomes a tale of 2 play callers, doesn't it? The offensive guy, he's in sync. Everything is working pretty well. For the defensive
What's going on the defensive side?
That's a tough one because he's prepped all week as well, and he can't get a bead on exactly what they're doing right now. What he needs is one of his guys just to make a big play and disrupt things.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. 38-yard line, 2nd and 9. Now Jones. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth.
Yes,
he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage.
Brought down back at the 43-yard line.
Now on 2nd and 13. Jackson. They'll roll him out right. He'll run it. And I think the ball's out. And the Jags grab it. And how about the big boys showing off the wheels?
Let's face it. Anybody who watches a game, even if it goes against your team, when there's a big man with the football, everyone locks in.
All eyes.
Everyone locks in, and the rumbling. You can feel it all the way to the upper reaches of the stands.
Down carry by Jones. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a 13-yard pickup as the downs reset.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice gain.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. This is Jones. And he stopped immediately there.
Ronald Jones.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
And Brandon, every running back wants to use their speed in order to get out in front of things. Sometimes you just have to be patient, let blocks develop. On that play, that didn't happen.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Jackson going to tuck it down on the option. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on 3rd down. From the gun, Jackson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field. Definitely
a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
After knocking through the field goal, here's Gano back out there now for the kickoff. Taken from about the 12. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
T.Y. Hilton, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Ball on the 30 as they come up, 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Wentz. Looking deep for Hilton. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Jaguars. T.Y. Hilton as the first half is winding down. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly for 6. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. From the 27, Jackson. He'll buy some time right. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
A final shot before half for Wentz. Smith catches left side. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. 64 was Matt Prater's record. This would top that by a yard. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. 6 yards left on second down. They'll throw now on the final play. He lets it fly for Lockett. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. The Jaguars with work to do. They trail here as we are back underway on EA Sports. A short kick taken at the 18. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Evans on the return. The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now,
That's caught inside the 20. And he's able to get this way down deep into enemy territory.
A 49-yard.
It's a big play for the Jaguars. 49 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now left side on the swing pass. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Phillip Lindsay with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. And that makes it 14-10.
It is good. Makes the score Jaguars 14. Aftershocks 10.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Again, it's Jones. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Operating from the gun. Jackson got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
44-yard. We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the 1st down.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. On the counter, here's Jones. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside, as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up second down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. 4-A. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. And now Jackson will look to throw it. There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Forced out to his left. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. They're looking for Godwin, but it's intercepted. Desmond King picks it. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. Working from the gun, Wentz, and able to find Conley. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12. Shotgun now for Wentz. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Phillip Lindsay, the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10. Now Wentz again. Flush to his right. He's going to fire one. Corner of the end zone. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Michael O.J. Mudia. He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
Jones. Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. Oh. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
That's a lot of points. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. Wentz now to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. His throw's going to be incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. Screen pass to Lindsey. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. The screen does get him 9, but it also brings up a 4th down. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
10.
And here's a big one now. Try to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Let's go, D. Mike's 50. Let's go, baby. They turn over. Get that ball. Forward, Tokyo. Mike's 50. No chance.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll go for it. It's Wentz. He lets it fly for Lockett. And that is incomplete. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And as a result, possession switches hands.
Turnover on down.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And can they take advantage? Their defense got the 4th down stop, and now they're hoping to find the end zone. A field goal wouldn't be enough to erase this 4th quarter deficit. CeeDee Lamb is intended target, and now it's 2nd down. To throw again, Jackson. Caught on the right side by Jones. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. The offense on 3rd down, they've been very good. 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun, Jackson. That's caught by Waller out left side. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
37-yard line.
That one good for 16 as the drive continues. Jones fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, Jackson escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete. Darren Waller, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. Operating from the gun, Jackson flushed out right. Oh, for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long, he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it 2nd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
They'll break the huddle, send 3 receivers left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 5. To throw is Wentz. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
I may be an analyst, but I'm also a fan. I love it when people take the big shots downfield, but he was under a lot of duress. And I think that forced the incompletion downfield. Didn't have a real good chance to find his target.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Smith. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well.
First down.
Here we go. 3 15. Time up. Hey, 4 Tokyo. Check back 15. Mike is a 15. Check back 15.
Wentz to throw again. Looking deep for Hilton. And that's caught inside the 35. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 44 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Again, they'll throw with Wentz. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. Phillip Lindsay, the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
his man Hilton. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Quick throw outlined by Wentz. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense. Exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
On 2nd and goal, Wentz got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. 3 touchdown passes now for Carson Wentz. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever. There it results in a touchdown.
Mike's 50. Mike's 50. Great, great. Oh, yeah. And here we go again. Here we go again. SOS, SOS, SOS. SOS, SOS, SOS.
And he will dive into the end zone, and the 2-point conversion is successful.
Jaguars 24, Aftershocks 10.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep, and he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now?
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Adrian Amos with a pick, and his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Looking deep for Hilton. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And now with that interception, you feel like we got a ball game again. Remember, 2-score contest and still time left here in the 4th.
And in the old days, not too long gone either, throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no. But the way the game's played now, throwing it makes sense. You just have to be careful when you put it in the air.
And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. Trying to escape the shadow of their goalpost. That helped. 10 yards. First down.
10 at the 15-yard line.
Here's Jackson. He sets up the screen to Jones. He's got a first down past the 30. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Adrian Phillips there to knock that one away.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. They're down here in the fourth, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
So a big penalty there on the face mask leads to 1st and 10. Oh, look at this. Wentz going to throw. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he'll be pulled down, and now a late flag will come with it. And that's in the area of a face mask, I think. So the face mask moves him closer, and now 1st and goal. Now Wentz. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Phillip Lindsay, the intended target, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
You could tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Second down and goal. Wentz, and that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Tyler Lockett with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Jags take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Guys take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. And this one incomplete.
The keeper.
So the clock stopped now with 20 seconds remaining. Darren Waller, the intended receiver, and it's 2nd down.
It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day. Hey, middle. He's checking crowd. Hey, check like 33. Check like 33.
Throwing again. Jackson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Adrian Phillips. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive as they try to finish things off in this 4th quarter, and that current 5-game win streak looking like it's going to go to 6. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
The ball carrier. He's taken down at the 33.
And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. Second and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. Now this time, Wentz will throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he went nowhere. He'll lose lose yardage back to the 29. So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So for the Jaguars, they continue to put themselves in position for a first-round bye as they move to 8-2. And they'll return home next week to take on